How's it going, YouTube? Welcome again to another instant analysis. This time, the Lost Kitten story event. We're gonna blaze through this kind of quickly because there is one big point that I want to make to you that will come at the end of this video. First things first, free cards. First one, My Tonight Chica. We are finally getting My Tonight. Thank God. Probably one of the more anticipated Aqua songs. My Tonight, super popular song. I gotta admit, banger of a song. So glad we're getting My Tonight. Pure attribute SK type. Stats are okay, matching appeal and technique, which is not great because it doesn't get crit profile. She's a stamina healer, but she heals off of her technique, which is nice. At least she's not healing off her stamina. She has a technique self buffing passive, maximum of 7%. And then she gets a chance to gain 20% of her technique as voltage on strategy switch, 15% chance. Costume though, yes. Thank you. Then Boku Ima Maki, a cool attribute, SP type, 66-64 base appeal, 36-82 base stam, 71-91 base tech, so crit profile on this card. SP gauge gain by 11.2% for the next 2 notes, affects same attribute. Again, technique up 7% max, only this card. Increase SP gauge gain by 24% for the next 10 notes, but only happens on your first SP skill usage and only affects same attribute cards. Yeah. But, hooray, another Boku Ima costume. Then we get to the free UR. Maru. Free UR Maru. Elegant attribute SK type. 11,424 base appeal. 5426 base stam, 11,709 base technique. Gauge fill 8% max. Okay. Technique up, same attribute, 5.2%. Not bad. Then it crit power up by 1.2%. That's guaranteed to happen. Affects all cards. Okay. Now we'll move into the gacha portion. Gacha portion of this event. Rainbow Waltz Ayumu. A natural attribute voltage type. 78-27 base appeal and matching 63-85 stam and technique. Voltage boost tap active, but it's on an SR, so it's not super great. Appeal plus all passive, again, not super great because it's an SR, so it's, when you compare this to a UR, this is like 2% less base appeal. Then this freaking LSA gains 77% of her own appeal as voltage. The first appeal chance. Yikes. This yikes. The dress is pretty though. So there is that. Then we get to Year of the Tiger Kotori, which is a pure attribute guard type, 7740 base appeal, 13,799 base stam, which is a lot of stamina, 12,117 base technique, which is really high, unusually high for a guard type card that doesn't really score. Also, unusually high for a damage reduction tap active card. Reduce stamina damage by maximum 33% for the next 4 notes. That's at max skill level. Then a same strategy up 7% stamina buffing passive. and gains 3.2% of her own stamina as a shield every time you clear an appeal chance. Then finally, you're the Tiger Kitten, a Smile attribute voltage type, 12,926 base appeal, 9,612 base stamina, 10,608 base technique. Appeal up, same strategy, 9% for the next 5 notes. That's her tap active. Same strategy, passive, so buffs same strat appeal by 7%, and then increase appeal by 2% for the next 3 notes, guaranteed to happen upon every strategy switch. This only affects other Smile attribute cards. Now, the reason why I'm blowing through this kind of quickly when it comes to the Lost Kitten event is because if we look here, right, we have Kitten, Kotori, Maru. Smile voltage, cool guard, elegant skill type, appeal buff, and then we just went over the card skills. Here is where I'm going to come out and say this. This is the laziest set of cards I think we will ever get. The reason for that is all 3 of these cards, attribute, typing, tap active, passive, and live show active, are exactly the same as the pure white set we got for White Day last year. Everything except the stats is exactly the same. Maru, Smile attribute, voltage type. Increase appeal by a maximum of 9% for the next 5 notes cards of this strategy. 7% same strategy appeal buffing passive. Upon strategy switch, increase appeal by 2% for the next 3 notes to all other Smile cards. Exactly the same as it is right here with Kitten. The only difference is that Kitten has a slightly higher appeal, 3,000 more stamina, and 40 less technique. Then we look at Kotori, cool attribute guard type, right? We went over the skills. It is exactly the same as White Day Arena. With the stamina reduction tap active, same strategy stamina buffing passive, and adding a shield after you complete an appeal chance. And as far as the free cards go, Maru, elegant attribute skill type with an 8% max gauge fill, same exact thing as Kotori. The difference is Maru's stats are a lot better. Kotori caps out at 8,078 base appeal and 8,568 base tech. Maru, on the other hand, 11,424 base appeal, 11,709 base tech. So, whereas with White Day Kotori, you see right here on Kirara, a 40.7% crit percentage. Maru, on the other hand, has a 50.12% crit percentage at max limit break, max skill level. So, what is the verdict on these cards? Well, my initial question is, how viable were the White Day cards? As far as competitively, not very, right? These cards weren't very competitive at all. You know, something like a White Day Arena could possibly help you on a song like Yume no Tobira or something, right? But Maru, a very kind of niche usage, if you're using Smile attribute first years, right? Koto, you know, because of her stats, she still performs way worse than initial Yohane. This time around, with the year of the Tiger cards, Kitten, I mean, if you want to find a way to shoehorn a third year smile comp, go for it. Knock yourself out. If you want to find a way to make, this kotori work for something, by all means, go for it. The Maru, there are starting to be discussions whether you would run Hanamaru over like an initial Yohane on a song that heavily favors elegant attribute cards, just because the stat line is so much better than initial Yohane. But it then comes down to, okay, well, how much does it matter that the free Maru caps out at 8% gauge versus initial Yohane, who caps out at 9%? Those are the things you have to kind of worry about. But in all honesty, you don't need to scout for these cards. These are easily skippable unless you're tiering, or unless you're just so completely enamored by these costumes that you just cannot help yourself. I know somebody who, upon first seeing Cannon's You Are Idolized art, responded with, Mommy? Mommy? Sorry, Mommy? Which, I mean, let's be real, everyone. Most people would be saying that to Cannon anyway. But yes. Should you purposefully scout for these cards if you're not tiering? No. Can you scout for them if you like the tiger motif? By all means, go for it. Knock yourself out. Just realize that these cards inherently aren't going to be meta breaking or super strong. So, if you're looking for meta breaking and super strong, either wait until the next fest banner or wait until the next party banner. Anyway, that's going to be it for us over here on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us. Come join us sometime. Twitch.tv/IamTheShaz. Until next time, YouTube, we'll see you all later. Bye!